Hey everyone, it's Sharana from Pay or Wait. So today I'm going to be doing my second installment into my Guilty Pleasure series. I'm doing another partnership with WeTV. I'm a brand ambassador for WeTV. I'm doing another sponsored post with them. And this time we're going to be talking about Marriage Bootcamp, Reality Stars, Hip Hop Edition, Season 14, Episode 1, hashtag not winning. And you know who else is hashtag not winning? Me, because I don't have a voice. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I do not normally sound like this. I have been sick for the past couple of weeks at this point, and today my voice just decided, hey, I'm not coming to work today. Do what you have to do. But it's not going to stop no show. I just want to let you guys know I normally don't sound like this. But let's go ahead and talk about this episode. So Marriage Bootcamp is centered around couples who are they're at a crossroads in their relationships. So some of our couples, they're married, they're dating, engaged, and others, I just don't know what the heck they're doing at this point. But essentially, they're here in this house to try to work through their issues so they can just have better communication, have a better relationship, have more romance, okay? Have more love. So Dr. Ish and also two Judge told her they were going to try to help these couples get their lives together so they can stay together. Or as Joseline would say, put a thing on it, put a ring on the thing, whatever she said. But before I get into all of the different couples, because there are 5 couples for this season, I want to take a moment to address the pettiness of this episode from production, because you know what, petty is my middle name, and I was totally here for the pettiness. But can we talk about, first and foremost, when they introduce the different couples, this hip hop edition, so a lot of these people have something to do with the music industry, hip hop as a whole. So, for some of these people, you got CeeLo, who had Grammy nominations, 5 Grammy wins. You got people with #1 Billboard songs. You got the Chicken Noodle Soup, Bianca on here. And then so they giving everybody, they had this many albums. They went platinum, they went gold, woo, woo, woo. And then we get to Joseline, and they had the audacity to put, she got 3.1 million Instagram followers. I said, y'all, what does Instagram followers have to do with her music career? Y'all are so petty. Y'all could have just left it at, she got this many music videos, this many singles, and you could have just let that be. But the 3.1 million Instagram followers, that means that y'all was like, she ain't do nothing else, so this is what we gonna put as an accomplishment. I was just like, P to the E to the TTY, but I was here for it. So, and then the other moment of petty, I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to say the awards was petty. When they gave them the awards, they gave the couples their names like Unlit, FOMO, Ride or Die. Because I thought that was actually cute. I like how they did that. How they kind of exposed them and showed them how raggedy they are being in their relationship. So I'm not going to call that petty. I'm going to say that was a step in the right direction trying to help people achieve growth. But y'all know y'all was petty for the rooms. When they got into the rooms, so you know that Adjua and Styles P, so their name is called Unlit because, she feels like the romance is dead completely. And so they get into the thing. The curtains are burnt up. It's all gray and depressing. I was like, Lord, I'm depressed just looking at this room right now. Like, why did y'all do this to them? And so I thought that was hella petty. But the most petty, even with, is it Michelle? How do you say her now? I'm sorry, honey. But Michelle and Stu, I think it's Michelle, because they had the little apostrophe. Y'all gonna correct me in the comment section. It's okay. But when they had all these pictures of different women, because, there's an age gap and he's younger than her and she feels like he don't want to be with her. He don't love me. I don't want to waste his time. But I was like, I had to put all these different pictures and stuff in the room. I understand y'all try to help them, but this is my space where I lay my head at night, where I'm trying to protect my energy. And I can't do that with all of this in here. But for Joseline and Bianca, yeah, they definitely needed a boxer. They're probably like, oh, this is so dope. This is so cute because they fight all the time. But they probably like, I don't want no liability since you up here snatching chains off of people's necks. I don't want no liabilities. So maybe if we give them boxing gloves, they'll just use the boxing gloves and we ain't going to have no real issues this season out of them. But I don't know because they had my nerves bad this entire episode. But I think that's pretty much it. No. They was petty with Joseline when they went into their room because Joseline, she want to put a ring on the thing. I don't know what's the thing. But when they had the saved dates, I said, why y'all put these saved dates up in this room? I know Melissa walked in the room like, are y'all being serious right now? Are you trying to start an argument? And guess what it did? It started an argument by the end of the episode. They weren't even in that house for 24 hours before they got into an argument. So I think that was pretty much it, because I felt like with CeeLo and Shani, even though they did have a hint of pettiness in their room, they had a really nice room. I was like, okay, I felt like my energy is being restored, like it's being protected just being in CeeLo and Shani's room. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that was pretty much the most of the petty for the evening. But I just wanted to start with that, because I wanted to be like, I don't know if y'all missed it, but I was like, y'all being mad petty in this episode. But let's get into the couples. So I'm going to start with the least problematic couples up to the most problematic, because they're going to give us the most drama for the season. So we're going to start with, I would say let's start with Styles P and Adjua. So they've been married for 13 years. They've been together for 24 years. So they are unlit. So essentially, Adjua is basically like, our marriage is dead. There's no romance. He doesn't pay attention to me. He doesn't try to do anything to surprise me. He's been very complacent in our relationship at this point. And I was like, at first I was just like, oh, okay, he's having a good little thing. And then she was like, the romance is dead. I said, oh, okay, dude, you tell him how you really feel. But, because she was like, my marriage is boring. I was like, girl, you didn't want to sugarcoat that for anybody? Like, just maybe try to make him feel like he has a chance. I just didn't know how to feel about that. But it was sad to hear. I didn't know that their daughter committed suicide. And I found it even more crazy because we see in a preview of what's to come for the season that one of the questions, they were doing a lie detector test, and one of the questions that they asked her was, did she blame him for her daughter's death? So I'm just like, that is crazy. Like, I kind of want to learn a little bit more about that. It was just so sad to hear about. But they seem like they still, because they said Chosen and Bianca remind them of them. I said, if that's who y'all was, I would rather y'all be boring, because they so dysfunctional. I just don't understand. But I'm happy to see kind of where their relationship goes, because you can tell that they love each other. She's kind of just like, hey, like, I want more intimacy. But I'm rooting for them. They're probably my favorite couple, because I just feel like they're the most genuine couple there. Of course, when you've been together for so long, you would definitely feel that way. But I'm excited to see like what's in store for them. And I hope that they can also find healing with the passing of their daughter. And then we're going to go to CeeLo and Shani, because so they've been together for 8 years and they've been engaged for 5 years. So their problem is they're at a power struggle, okay? There are two like alpha people, and he wants to be in control. She feels like she has to take control. But when he said that when they get into it, he'd be like, well, if you're not happy, you can leave. What do you mean I can leave? We supposed to be getting married. How you gonna tell me that I can just leave? If someone said that to me, I'd be like, we don't need to be together, because... And when the judge told him, like, when you're saying that, you're saying, I don't love you, I don't want to be with you. And I was like, you dang all right. I just didn't understand why he thought that was okay. But, I mean, it doesn't seem like they had that many issues. I mean, even the other people were like, we thought everything was cool with y'all. But, of course, when people are private, I mean, there's things that happen with everyone. It's just whether or not people choose to share it with the outside world. So I think it'd be really interesting to kind of see what their dynamic looks like. They're another couple where I feel like they don't have that like drastic of a problem, but I guess it's just the first episode, so I guess we'll find out if there's any other details that we haven't been told. But when he was just like, we said we're gonna disconnect our bodies and connect our minds, talk about celibacy, I was just like, huh? Why are we doing that? I mean, if my mother is watching celibacy, yes, because you wait till you're married. But if my mother is not watching, then what y'all talking about celibacy? Like, who is trying to do celibacy? We supposed to be getting married. Like, how you gonna tell me we gotta disconnect our bodies to connect our minds? You better figure out how to do that simultaneously, because ain't nobody trying to be celibate. But yeah, you know, I'm a virgin if my mother's watching right now. But yes, so now, who did I go through? Michelle and Stu, they've been together for 10 months, and they're called FOMO, fear of missing out. So Michelle, I forgot how to say her name. I apologize. But she is older, and she was into abusive relationships with some famous rappers previously. So she's dealing with like a lot of personal issues and insecurities, but also too, she kind of projects them upon Stu. She feels like he's unattentive to her. He is a little bit childish. Because did you see when the judge, like, she was like basically telling Michelle about herself, and then he putting a mic up to the judge's face. The judge was like, hold up, back. give me 50 feet. She didn't say it like that. But I was like, sir, why are you doing all of this? Just like, be still. Why are you acting like a little kid? And so I thought it was so funny when she told him to like back up. But she feels as though like, she feels like she's wasting his time because why would he want to be with me? He's younger than me. I'm so much older than him. And have you really like gotten to live your life as I have lived my life? It's just like a lot. It's like they're another one where if she could really just get out of her head and if he can just not be childish, I don't feel like they would have any issues either. So I feel like 3 of these couples out of the 5 are really like cool. Like I feel like they can make it. I don't know about Stu and Michelle or Michelle A. They are in the middle, but the other 2, I'm very confident they can stay together by the end of this season. But let's get to the 2 problematic couples for me. First one, Bianca and Joseph. Y'all, this girl did the chicken noodle soup with a side on the side. Sorry, I don't own the rights to the song in case they try to demonetize me for that. But, baby, when she said that he left her for a white girl, because, you know, the Kanye said when he get on, he leave you behind for a white girl, I was like, ooh, no, he didn't. But when he said that she took a $200 Uber ride to Philly to go beat some girl behind just because she saw the girl walk out with him, I said that could have been his cousin. Could have been his sister. You know who that could have been. You paid $200 to go beat somebody up and risk your behind, getting put in jail for assault, having to bail yourself out. Like, girl, think. We not putting 2 and 2 together. Did she talk about she done snatched the chain off his neck in the club to the point where she broke it? I just like, y'all are so dysfunctional. Even the other people in the house, I was like, I know I got my problems, but y'all need to break up. And then she talked about she love you. I want you to love me the way that I love you. And I was like, girl, do you love him because you putting your hands on him and stuff? I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what love looks like with you. I don't know how to feel about them. Then when he pulled her in the water and stuff, I just like, y'all are doing the most. Let somebody pull me in the water. We would have been fighting. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't put hands on people, but you pulled me into a pool and I didn't tell you to put me in no pool with my clothes on and my hair. Now, it looked like she had the wet and wavy, so she was good with the hair, but we would have been fighting. Just letting you know that right now. But they real problematic. I don't know. I just don't know about them. They just so young, and they just unstable. Oh Lord, it's just thinking about it just got me just, Even other people just like, y'all need to break up. Don't even do this process. Then she's talking about depending on who you ask. We've been together for a year, 9 months. I'm like, what do you mean depending on who you ask? It's 2 people in a relationship. How are you have 2 conflicting dates of how long y'all been dating? I don't get it. But Joseline and Ballistic. Joseline is going to give me my comedic relief. And even Ballistic. Like, Joseline at the beginning, she was like, what she say? Did I write that? She said, if he don't put a ring on that thing, I'm going to go find the next best thing. I said, girl, I know, were you trying to do a pun? That didn't make no sense. I was like, what's the thing? Like, even Ballistic was like, what are you trying to say? I was just mad confused. I didn't understand what was happening. But I was like, okay, Joseline. But before I could even clown her, then this fool come up with a term called penishing. I don't know what he said. But the whole thing was, I guess he wasn't breaking her back. Like Stu said, he wasn't breaking her back like she needed him to. So she was like, don't be surprised if you come in and you see a woman up in here getting me all the way together. And he was like, well, don't be surprised if I'm up here finishing someone. We was like, what the heck? What is, like, I know I ain't that old, but what is finishing? And then, of course, Styles P is like, is that punishing and finishing? What do you mean? What are you punishing? Punishing and finishing? I understand the finishing part, I think, but I'm still confused. If somebody wants to make sense of that for me, I'm just mad confused. But when she said that she was gonna beat him on TV if he didn't make her ring deadline, I was like, damn, you can't do that. And then when they got their award because they ride or die, she's ride or die. Then he was like talking about how he takes care of, make sure she's okay. And she said he wants her to respect him. Like she didn't call him a B, all these things. And he was like, I respect you as a queen that you are. And I respect your daughter. Like, why can't you respect me? And she was like, I'm not going to respect you until you make an honest woman out of me. I said, ma'am, this is probably why he not going to marry you right now. Because you don't know how to respect your man. you have to respect him. Like, if there's no respect, he's not gonna marry you. But also, too, I'm not begging nobody to marry me. Either you're gonna marry me or you're not gonna marry me. But I'm not about to beg you. I'm not gonna give you deadlines. This whole thing of her talking about she gonna give him a deadline, I was just like, what are you doing, girl? It's not even that serious. Like, why do you want to be with someone that you have to beg to be together? I just feel like if you know that you're being the best person that you can be, which you're not because you're being disrespectful to him, I just feel as though, like, it just doesn't need all of that. And then they got into a whole argument at the end. I think it was the save the date shout because they got into a whole argument. She started up talking about the wedding thing, the marriage, all of that. He was like, I don't want to be no one going to bully me into marrying them, which he had a point. But I think it was the save the dates. Y'all knew what y'all was doing. Y'all was trying to stir the pot, and y'all stirred that pot because they got into it. So I don't know what the heck is going to happen. I just know that the judge, Taylor, and then Dr. Ish, they going to have a lot to finish. But yeah, I was like, Joseline Ballistic, and then Chosen to Bianca, they going to be my two petty couples. And that's why they going to be my favorite couples. Because, you know, I love me some petty. But those are just my quick thoughts on the season premiere of Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition, Season 14, Episode 1. Hashtag not winning. Hopefully I'll be winning tomorrow when I get my voice back because we're in Claim It right now. Thank you. So make sure that you tune in to Marriage Bootcamp on Thursdays on WeTV at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 9 p.m. Central. But those are pretty much my thoughts on the episode. As always, my name is Sharona from Pay or Wait. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit the notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. I'll see you soon.